Hey, on today's daily sprint, we're talking about increasing our purpose, passion, and meaning. We're talking about growing our capacity. This was a real powerful chapter here. John Maxwell writes this is the 15 invaluable laws of growth. So he's talking about growing past our immediate or our current capacity. And again, it's very powerful. So I'm excited to share some things with you here. So there's a few things that he mentions as far as why we get stuck. Okay, and first of all, it's admittance. Most experts on our brain say that we're only at using 10% of our capacity. 10%, that's crazy. So let's kind of dive into how we can increase our capacity. Stop thinking more work and start thinking what works. I see this in the nutrition coaching industry all the time. Is people create more work. They're like, oh, and because they enjoy the work. They enjoy like doing videos, or they enjoy like doing special logo design. Basically, all non-income producing activities that don't help another human being get into their program. Okay? Stop thinking more work and start thinking what works. And what works is inviting people to take a look at your product or service. Yes, that's gonna carry the most rejection with it, okay? And that's why people don't do it. Instead they create more work for themselves. Are you caught in this cycle? The more work cycle instead of doing what works. Very powerful. Number 2, stop thinking, can I? And start thinking, how can I? So stop thinking, can I? And it sounds kind of the same, right? I had to reread that, no, how can I? Not like in doubt. And I love the analogy here. Did you ever say, other than when you were asking for something, but talking about yourself as a kid, 5-year-old, do you ever say, I don't know, can I? No, you just did. You didn't even ask, how can I? As a kid, you didn't ask, can I? You didn't ask, how can I? You just went. Okay, if you thought that you were Wonder Woman, you're flying into that lake, diving in the water, without a care in sight. There was not that fear. You learn that fear over time. This is very powerful words that I want to read to you. Your skepticism, which you presume is based off rational thinking and an objective assessment of factual data about yourself, is rooted in mental junk. So when you're saying, oh, can I or I can't, that's mental junk holding you back. This is powerful. Your doubts are not the products of accurate thinking, but habitual thinking. Years ago, you accepted flawed conclusions as correct and began to live your life as if those warped ideas about your potential were true. Wow, that is powerful. But you might be saying like, yeah, but Jesse, I'm in the middle of a cesspool right now. I'm in the middle of a cesspool right now. I understand. I'm thinking, how can I? But I'm just drowning right now. Everything looks like failure in the middle. Everything looks like failure in the middle. In the middle of a fight with my awesome wife, it looks like marital failure. It looks like, what the heck? In the middle of a tragedy, everything looks like failure, but that's just it. You are just getting started. You are in the middle. You're in the middle. You still got lots of terrain to go, lots of mountain to conquer, lots of mountain to climb. So don't get stuck with making the middle your story. You didn't do it as a kid. Don't do it to yourself today. Tune into the right people, bond with your mentors, ask for help, and start climbing. Thanks for tuning in today. Have a great growth-driven rest of your day.